Welcome home. We are WNST, AM 1570, Tassel, Baltimore. We are Baltimore Positive. We're positively in the center of Crab Cake Universe, downtown Baltimore here at beautiful Lexington Market. They brought me a gift. I got a Lexington ad. It's red. I got another shirt over there. I can pull the Orioles shirt off. We're doing City Connect jerseys, and we're doing new Ravens. This is my throw ahead to the Lexington Market. Now you're going to have to get me a Cross Street hat and get me a Hollins hat. Shaina Hernandez is here. I looked at your fancy title, and Gallagher's been here. You are the president and CEO. Mm-hmm. CEO means chief executive officer. I like chief of the Baltimore Public Markets Corporation. I happen to know a little bit about these markets because I've been doing business with Faidley's, done my show in Cross Street, went to Fells Point as a child. Hollins, I've only been in. Don't be mad at me. I'm Dundalk. I've only been there like once or twice in my life. It's just not. I drove past there today to get my lottery tickets over by Montgomery Park, but that's not one of the ones that I have frequented the most. I lived at the Harbor for 19 years, so everything that happened to Cross Street, Arch Murmur, and all those all the Caves guys, they've all been on. The Atlas guys when they went in. These are so important to the city.
Absolutely.
I talk to Damien about it all the time, and Luke and I were just kissing your backside before you even knew it, because we're in here, and I'm like, look at how vibrant. And now right at this minute, because it's 3 in the afternoon, but there were 150 people in here an hour ago. There were lines everywhere. I was giving this out. Spring it's your season. We're in your season, Shaina, right?
It's 410 day.
All right. It is 410 day, isn't it? Look, it's 410 day. I could have taken a light rail for free.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, you're new to this. And Matt Gallagher sat here about 6 months ago and said, I know Shaina, she's coming in. She's westing this and that in the city. Give everybody the lowdown on what these markets represent and what you represent.
Absolutely. I mean, these markets, in a nutshell, are Baltimore. They're historic Baltimore. They're Baltimore today, and we want them to be the Baltimore of the future. I mean, if you just step outside right now at Lexington Market, it's a total vibe. It feels.
I got cheap parking right there. I see my car, too.
You can see your car. If you head out into the courtyard, there's music. There's radio station out there. There's people.
I saw Magic. They were rapping tunes.
Yep.
When I parked my car, it sounded like something was going on down here.
Right.
About 11:30, I parked, and I came in. Listen, I broadcast down here every 12 weeks. I'm going to be with the fishmonger's daughter over in Catonsville once we get going. But I'm in here all the time. And, it's a little different on a colder day than it is on an Oriole game day.
Yeah.
But to me, this has replaced the old market where I went with my grandmother when I was a child in 1972, and I did the show there when Faidley's was the last thing hanging on there a year and a half ago. The fact that it's all made it over here, and I don't say it's mature now, but it is mature now. It's full. It's vibrant.
It's different.
It feels like a great success in the city to me when I'm here at lunchtime seeing these vendors, and I know, Ovenbird was here and then they're not, and things open and close and vendors are like that. But I remember going to Cross Street when I saw creatures on the floor that we didn't want on the floor there, right? And then I saw the cleanup and I saw the vendors change and the gentrification and all of that. But there comes a point where these things grow up and they outgrew that other building. And this was a massive investment for the city, for the state, for tourism, for the Faidley, for the family, the Hahn family, and the Faidley family. I want to deem it a success to my eyes as someone that comes down here and speaks truth in the air, and lived down here and walked over here for 20 years and lived downtown. I feel like this is one of those things. Not everything has been a success in my,
true.
The Harbor was a success, and we need to make it a success again. But I see the hole in the ground when the mechanic is. I can point out all the warts about the city. This is one of those things where there was a dream and a vision, and a lot of people bought it, including this family here, and it's working.
It's working. And, the cool thing about the Baltimore Public Markets is it's not just Lexington Market. We have markets all over the city, Broadway Market, Northeast Market, which is, I love Northeast Market.
Wait. What's the Northeast Market? I don't know about this. You can invite me over there?
Absolutely.
All
anytime. Right. So I would say Northeast Market is the closest to what I picture in my head when I close my eyes and think of what a Baltimore market might look like years ago, right? It's still kind of that same feel that you got back in maybe like 30 years ago, 40 years ago.
Right?
More stalls, more, definitely plenty of prepared foods, lots of variety, all different kinds of things that you can buy or eat, or groceries that you can purchase and bring home. But it has a very specific feel, and it's interesting. I didn't really know much about Northeast Market when I started, and so I'm not surprised that you didn't know that much about it either. But it's
Google
really,
it. Hold on here. How can I not know about this?
Most of the folks at Hopkins know about it.
Belvedere, I know.
So Belvedere's not a public market.
Right, but I'm just saying. But I'm just thinking of like the markets that I know of, where I'm like, that is a market in the way I would know it. You would not come in here and necessarily think you're at the old Lexington Market unless maybe you're down in the bottom. The bottom feels more stally, and I think the Cross Street Market tried to keep elements of the old market. I don't know enough about Hollins, and probably burned, right? I mean, we had we had a fire there. It had to be redone. I don't frequent that market as much as I do this market or even Cross Street, so I know the vibe about all of them. But to me, this is the big one at Lexington Market, and this was the one that was most rethought, I think.
Absolutely.
In regard to being moved so much that it was rethought.
And it's world famous.
Well, and the other, just it has more light, and even the roof. And it does feel like it's been here 50 years, not 5. It has
some soul
and appropriateness to it. I was use that word. My wife said, love that word, appropriate. I'm like, well, appropriate means that it feels authentic and comfortable. It feels welcoming. It doesn't feel like, oh, they dropped a spaceship down in the middle of a market, right? So Northeast, I know you want to promote that. Talk to me about that a little bit.
I mean,
send me over. Let's go.
I think we should absolutely go. Northeast is a gold. It's a gold mine of just all sorts of different things that you could possibly want. They've got fresh groceries. They've got fish. They've got meat.
A lot of places in Baltimore
chicken,
I've never been, Shaina. Come on now. I'm like a cab driver.
I wouldn't make it up. I promise you it's really there.
It's on Monument Street.
Yep, the people there are so
I've
so
been
many.
by this 100 times. I mean, my wife lived and almost died at Hopkins for 2 years. My wife's had cancer twice. So I was always looking for like a place to have lunch or grab something. All right, I got it's right. McElderry, I got it right here. All right. Look at that fruit in there. Look at those
beautiful.
red peppers.
Yes, it's beautiful.
Look at that.
So much fresh produce, fresh meats, fresh fish, prepared foods, really good chicken, really good pretzels, just pretty much anything that you could possibly want.
There you go. All right.
I mean, you could walk into Northeast Market.
The pretzel twist, Mr. Sausage and Delicatessen. I'm looking at it all here.
Yep.
Smoothie place. All right. You're going to get me over there. Give me your background and what you do every day as a CEO and president of these markets. And 5, 4, how many we got?
5 public markets.
5 so I got them all right. So Hollins, Broadway, Cross, Lexington, and the forgotten but not here, Northeast.
So actually you missed one because Cross is not technically one of ours right now, even though it is a public market, because the guys at Caves are managing it. So the 5 in our purview actually include the Avenue Market.
The Avenue Market, where's that?
Up near Pennsylvania Avenue.
At Penn North. All right. See, I didn't know that's one of yours either. How many did we have here? Have any closed in the last 50 years that I don't know about? Because these are
not in the last 50. I don't think so.
So you're a state employee, is that correct?
No.
You're city.
Nope.
No, private.
So we're a nonprofit organization, but we're a quasi-governmental entity of the city. I used to be a state employee and a local employee.
I just don't know the politics of all of this. I mean, I just come here and buy food, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm about to go over to Lumbini and crush some Indian food on the way home on the way out here. And get the shrimp salad here if you haven't done that. It's delicious.
So the buildings all belong to the city. These are all city assets, and the Baltimore Public Markets Corporation runs all of these markets for the city. Yep.
So if I have a stall and I want to have Nasty Nestor's fish tacos or crab tacos, and I have a dream and a vision to take that stall right there next to Faidley's, I come see you and I rent from you.
We're the only small business incubator in Baltimore City that provides these services to food service businesses. So I like to think of us as a small business incubator because really that's what we're doing. We're providing services so that these small businesses can continue to grow and thrive here in the market, in another market, or if they want to expand into a brick and mortar store. And that's really how I see our role.
So it's start a business, maybe have a food truck one day. Maybe okay.
So usually it's the other way. You start with like a food truck or going
then
to
you
market
then
and
you
going to like weekly farmers markets, and then you would transition into something like
Ekeben,
this.
he did it that way, and he's such a great success story. I mean, there are so many people doing food here in a way, and I just came back from South America, and I traveled, and I did 8 cities in South America. Walked. That's how I got skinny.
Very cool.
And I eat with my eyes. I mean, it's like when I go to New York, I'm not there. Well, I like looking at girls and dogs and the weather and the architect. I mean, I do all of that, but I'm really a perv with my eyes for food. And I don't eat much, but I eat with my eyes. I learned how to say that in Spanish everywhere. When people ask me what you want, I'm like, just eating with my ojos. I'm good here, And but that's part of the beauty of like markets, seeing the food. As I walk through, and I always have the same path here. I park, I come in, I set my stuff up, I get my crab cake, I love my lumbini, I know where my taharka is. I just learned how to say, I was calling it Trinacria, and I learned it's Trinacria, right? Or am I saying it wrong?
I thought it was Trinacria, so
Did
maybe
I
I'm
call
saying
it
it wrong.
Trinacria, and it's Trinacria. I pronounced it wrong, and Matt laughed at me.
He should have, honestly.
Well,
That's
they have
an easy
their
one.
main
That's an
location's
easy
about
one.
6 blocks from here, and they're here, and I can get their meatballs to go if I wish to as well. You brought iconic Baltimore brands into this before your time,
Yes.
but the taharkas, I see park chicken over here. I walk down and I see families here that are, in this case, 4th or 5th generation,
absolutely.
right?
Yeah.
That have been a part of this forever. But then I see, like, in Cross Street, they had, like a Haitian food. Like, the kinds of foods. Look, man, I was a kid from Dundalk. We didn't get tacos till, like, the 70s. We didn't have taco. Nobody knew what a taco was here. Sushi. I remember the first time I ate raw fish. I had to go uptown to Kawasaki. You couldn't just get sushi at a market.
Right.
So I just find that the globalization of food that used to, like, I'm Hispanic. I'm Venezuelan.
I'm also Venezuelan.
All right, so nice. I didn't go to Venezuela. I went to Colombia. Don't tell anybody. But
have you ever been?
Yes, several times. Most of my family's in Maracaibo. So my dad was one of the very few Hispanic people here in 1975. There was no Hispanic culture. There was no ICE. There was no Highlandtown where everybody's Hispanic. There was not kitchen help that's from El Salvador or Honduras. I don't even think Hispanic people were here picking fruit in the 70s. My father came because Louis was an Oriole. My cousin's a Hall of Famer. Only Venezuelan in the Hall of Fame's my cousin. That's why I'm in Baltimore.
That's a cool stat.
Yeah, it's kind of cool. So far, but Ordonia, Cabrera, they're going to get in. Even the cheater from Houston's going to get in. Maybe. Wouldn't get my vote when you cheat. But my dad, 1975-76, couldn't get Hispanic food. He'd have to drive to D.C. to go to a market, not this kind of market, a supermarket. But there was a Latin market down in like Chevy Chase. When I was a little boy, we'd get in his Gran Torino and drive down because he couldn't get, you ready? My dad, his English wasn't great, but I'd say, Papi, I'm hungry. Platino, I make you platino. And I hated plantains
You
at the time.
did?
Oh my God!
Man.
He would
Really?
cut them. He'd put them in the
Really?
oven. I'm like, I want a cheeseburger from McDonald's.
Oh,
Papi.
man.
So my dad, you couldn't
We
get
should circle back to
You
that.
couldn't get a plantain in this city in 1978. You had to. So what I'm saying is, like, these markets give you a chance. If you've never had Indian food, my God, go get the lumbini. It's delicious. But there's different kinds of cuisine than maybe it was when it was just fried chicken and fruit and crab cakes back in the day.
Absolutely.
I could think that in this market alone, I could probably eat for 2 months. Some stalls, I could get something different every day for 10 days, and it would be a curry, a lamb, a chicken, a beef, a veggie.
Yep.
It would be spicy, be non-spicy. There's just so many choices.
Absolutely.
And I guess that's the difference in modern world as you come into one of these markets, and I would highly recommend you get a crab cake at Faidley's, of course, but you have real choices here above, beyond, do I just want a sandwich or do I just want a salad? There's just so much to eat here.
Absolutely.
That's my entryway. I come hungry when I come to the market.
You should come hungry and come creative, because you can also buy things, take it home, and cook it yourself. You could buy a whole meal's worth of
You're
goods
Venezuelan,
here.
right? So when I I still say this. These gringos don't know. But when I say arepa, they're like, who'd you rape? I'm like, no, it's a corn cake. It's a corn cake. They had them. Man, they had them in Medellin, up in the mountains. Woo! I did not get any arepas when I was in South America. I feel a little left out with the pond. My
Go home and make some.
My stepmother made the best ones. You know,
My dad made the best
with
ones.
chicken in there. But I mean, we can, as Venezuelan cultural people, we can get arepas in this town now.
Oh, absolutely.
We absolutely
the
can.
arepas in this town are delicious.
Right.
They're really,
And
really good.
The market at Remington, the Remington Market, had our house had an arepa stand for a while. So I'm just, where are you from in Venezuela?
My family was from Tucapito. Many of them are still there. It's about 5 hours outside of Caracas.
Toward the mountains, to the south, to the mountains.
You're testing my. I haven't been there
was
in a
from
long
Mérida,
time.
so one of the reasons I went to Machu Picchu is I know my family's from the hills. My face and the way I look. My father's family. I don't know a lot about my family at all. I've always wanted to do the 23andMe thing, figure out where I'm really from. But my father's family's from Mérida, up in the mountains, but settled Maracucho and Maracaibo. And Maracaibo, Venezuela. For those of you who don't get Maryland crab cakes, or you don't want your canned crab from a red swimming crab from like Indonesia, Venezuela is the place where all the crab comes from because they have the same crab. It's the blue crab that lives in Lake Maracaibo. So a lot of the crab meat you will eat, especially in the winter. Not here at Faidley's because they're true blue, but you'll get Venezuelan crab, and it is the same crab. So our people make a hell of a crab cake. Cangrejo. I know this. I'm working all my. You speak any Spanish at all?
So I speak a very little bit. I understand it much better than I speak it.
Your mom or dad Venezuelan?
So interesting. It's my father who is Venezuelan, but my parents met in Venezuela, so my mother is also a fluent Spanish speaker.
Where was she from originally?
New York.
Oh, okay. Nice. We got a little background. Shaina Hernandez is here. She is the president and CEO of Baltimore Market.
Baltimore Public Markets Corporation.
All right. And this is a new role for you.
Yes,
How many
very
months?
new. 3.
Okay.
Very new.
Drinking from the fire hose?
Yeah, it's slowing down a little
What
bit.
do people need to know about the markets? What you took this gig and you're overseeing it. You obviously want more people in, more food sold, more vendors, like all of that. What would your message be to people out there? Not just to come here and eat like I tell them to come eat and find things here I don't even know about. There's probably some exotic foods here that I'm looking at and saying, I've never had that before, but it's my chance to eat it.
Yeah.
But you took it over. What goals and where is it right now? What are we trying to build it to?
So I think that we're in a good place right now. I mean, like you said, Lexington is doing really well. Many of the markets are doing really well. We have some challenges in some places, but we also have a clear path for how we're going to solve those challenges. So I feel really good about that. And I think, like I said, the markets are not just... They're not just a place where you go and get food. They're a critical third space for Baltimoreans, and I think that's the most important thing, is that even as we grow and evolve and change with the times, we have to make sure that the markets are always responsive to the communities in which they're in, because those communities are the backbone of why the markets exist. They're there for the people who live there, but also for the people who want to come and support Baltimore. And so you have to figure out how to make it both.
Well, I know Damie really fought the law here and the government in regard to EBT and being able to shop and selling fish, and whether a piece of fruit should be something that folks that are challenged, that have food stamps for lack of better, that they can utilize these markets for what they were originally intended to be, which is to take food home for that child and feed. Take dinner
Absolutely.
home. It's a grocery store. It's not
and
just
we have a grocery store here.
Of course you do. I mean, because it's a market. That's what you have to have, right? You can come here, get tomahawk steak, you can get some raw chicken, take it home. You can take some fried chicken home. You can take a piece of fish here. I saw some salmon over here.
Some sushi, some Mexican food, some crab cakes,
You can bring home
pizza.
some lettuce and some produce and some fruits. That is so important, and I think in areas that are challenged, you want to be welcoming to everybody, and I don't know that it's always been fair for the markets. And I think there were some people in the old market cheating. It broke some rules, and it kind of screwed up things for everybody in the market. And this was a number of years ago, and it was a real challenge for business, especially PPP during that period of time. I remember talking to Damie about it. It was really something where they were screwing the markets, and I thought, what are you doing? We're trying to build the city. I'd like to think that people really, and the people that I meet, people like you, Matt Gallagher being here before, running the city with O'Malley 20 years ago, you like to wake up thinking people are trying to get things done, not stop it from getting done, right? You want to be moving this thing forward, not trying to be in the way. Somebody calls you to get a stall open, you know, it's got to be by the letter of the law and like all that. But you're trying to get them in and get them into business, not trying to prohibit them from doing business.
Well, and it's also about being responsive to all of our customers. We have a lot of different customers, right? Not just the people who are coming and shopping in the markets. The merchants are our customers. And like I said, I really see it as a partnership where we're working together to help them grow their businesses. So it's really important that not just that we're being responsive and timely when people want to come in, but that we're taking care of the people who are already here so that they know and feel that they're important to us.
Well, every time I come, I'm carrying all this crap, and I got bags. And I come down to Lexington Market. Some people be intimidated down here. They read the news or they're watching Fox 45 or lies. When you come down here, it never fails that I'm struggling. And sometimes I park in the main lot over here, but I got a spot right on Packet.
Which is free until May, by the way.
Nice.
Through May?
410 day. I'm carrying all this stuff right at this door. Somebody always holds a door open for me. Always.
That's Baltimore.
And then somebody else always holds that door open for me. And when I wrap this up in 10 minutes and I get my Indian lambini and I take my shrimp salad home to my cat, I eat some of it too, but she loves it. So I go to walk out, somebody hold the door open for me. And I think the first thing I do when I come here is I have to pee because I'm drinking coffee.
Thank you for sharing.
So I have to walk the whole length of the market. And then I go down the steps and I go to the bathroom and I walk around. And every time I come here, I'm thinking, why would anybody not want to come? What would keep you from coming here to get lunch and exploring this really awesome indoor place where you could eat 100 different things? You don't have to be in the mood for something when you come here.
That's
You'll
right.
get in the mood when you get here.
That's absolutely right.
That's the way I feel about it.
It's like the Target of food.
That's
It'll tell you what you want.
My story is I come here, I see children, I see families, I see workers, I see great food, I smell great food. I smelled the fried chicken out in front of Park when I parked my car. So I smelled the crab cakes coming from Faidley's on the other side. So I smell it before I come in. I just think it has all the bones to be awesome. And I want to promote it as awesome. That's all.
Absolutely.
That's why I'm here.
I love that you're here, and I'll love when you're at Northeast.
I know. You want to take me there. Well, she take me out. I haven't been to Broadway in a while either, so take me down.
Sounds like you have a little work to do.
I think the last time I was at Broadway, I think I had some Thai food. I
was at Broadway last weekend getting my picture taken with the Easter Bunny with my kids.
Did you get candy?
You know, we didn't get candy, but they don't need candy. They have plenty of candy. They're all set.
I'm waiting for it to go on sale.
Although if you want candy, you know, Betty Lee's right down here has a great variety.
I went the whole Easter season without having a Mary Sue Easter egg, and I feel like I'm going to get my Baltimore card revoked if I don't get a Mary Sue Easter egg. I can sing the song and everything.
Well, now you're late. Where are you even going to find one?
I love those Easter eggs, Mary
Where are you
Sue.
going to get it?
I'm going to get it on sale. And it's going to be left over. And I'm going to get one of those nougat eggs to honor my mother because she loved those nougat eggs. Shaina Hernandez is here. Venezuelans. Yeah, all right. Both of us are gringos, and that's fine. But she brought me a hat. Lexington. Can I put it on?
Of course.
All right. It's going to clash. I'm going to.
No, it does. It doesn't clash. These are complimentary.
It
that's
clashes
not
like hell.
That's not great.
I
think if you
I
had
look like I play on the White Sox in '71. Come on, it's clashing, but I like it.
Yeah, I think maybe once you take your gear off, it'll be better.
I'm appreciative of it. I'm appreciative of it. Tell everybody where they can find you and find the markets. And if you are a business person and you're looking to have a stall, you're the person to call, right?
Yeah, absolutely. You can find us on our website.
Is that Baltimore?
Baltimore Public Market. See, I'm still new. BaltimorePublicMarkets.org, right?
All right. Well,
see, BaltimorePublicMarkets.org. It's an org. BaltimorePublicMarkets.org. And come visit us. Come to all of our markets. There's always something fun going on. We have events every single weekend, it seems, and all throughout the week. So. There's always something going on, always something for someone. So come out.
Get an ice cream cone or something. Get down to Lexington Market. My thanks to Shaina for stopping by, for being my guest. She's getting a Maryland Treasures. This is the conundrum I have now. They've given me the new ones. These are brand new. We have horses at Assateague. I didn't realize they were at Assateague, but I see the sand there.
Oh, yeah.
And then we have crabs, herons. That's an oyster. That's an open oyster. I want to heat it. There's the Maryland Treasure. These were artists, local artists who drew these.
Yeah.
This is the Bay Bridge, two spans. And I'm not giving you all four.
Oh.
And then this is the boardwalk. So which one would you? Which one do you want?
I would like the.
Which one's lucky? You feel lucky?
Let's
see. She feels
Okay.
lucky.
I did think you were going to give me
playing
all
the
of
shell
them.
game with it.
I think we're going to go this
She's
way.
going with the heron.
Yep.
Okay, I'll keep my boardwalk one. It's all brought to you by the Maryland Lottery, our friends at GBMC, as well as Farnan and Dermer. I don't have the shirt on, but I usually do. I'm wearing my Oriole gear here today because I wanted to talk throwbacks with Luke. My thanks to Stephen L. Miles. We talked about it in 2 segments. Luke Jones stopped by. We did some fashion tweets. And Shaina Hernandez, my new Venezuelan Adamana, is here. We're at Lexington Market. And Damie and Alicia and Laura, everybody here, they're battening down the hatches. I don't want to hold your ears because you're at the market. But they're moving not from the market. They're expanding over in Catonsville. The fishmonger's daughter, it's this close to being open. So I couldn't bring Damie usually comes down and we talk about shipping crab cakes and this and that. And she's like, I'm going to get Catonsville open. I'm going to get, and her mother's staring at me. Nancy's wagging her finger at me. We're going to get Catonsville open. Alicia said to me that I could have done the show there today.
Okay.
Because it's not dusty anymore, that they're hiring now, carpets and woods and they're this close.
Okay.
The fishmonger's daughter in Catonsville, that is the Faidley's extension, right out next to State Fair, right across from El Guapo. We'll be over there doing the Maryland Crab Cake Tour next month. We are at Costas and Timonium at the racetrack on Thursday. We are at Coco's Pub, just past the Northeast Markets, up on Harford Road. We'll be over in Lauraville. That's on the 23rd. And then the 1st of May, we move to the county. We're going to be in Essex, having some Pizza John's, having a crab cake. And can I get French fries and gravy in this market? Is there some place you think?
I think
That's
so.
such a Baltimore thing. I learned it's like poutine in Canada, but in Venezuela it'd be like
you don't think we do?
Papas Fritas and
interesting.
salsa or something like that. But I'm going to have proper French fries and gravy because I snuck in there the other night for a cheesesteak, and I'm alone. My wife's in Italy right now. She's making pasta in Florence. So I didn't have anybody to help me eat the French fries. So I did not get the French fries. Keep me skinny. Keep my
your physique.
My spring figure is what I'm doing, thanks to Planet Fitness. All right, I'm signing off. We're down here at Lexington Market. We're back in the studio right after this. I am Nestor. My thanks to Shaina, Steve, and Luke, and Damien, Alicia, and Nancy, who are getting Catonsville open. We'll tell you more about that later. Back for more on Baltimore Positive. Stay with us.